We have been talking about women empowerment, weaker sections of the society, how women was considered initially in the early stages of independence, how women is considered now. And it is glad to see that Ambra Foundation has taken this initiative of focusing on women empowerment. I am glad to see the progress people are looking at in terms of women empowerment, which was not easy to do, but this is happening now. Women empowerment is personal again to me because of various reasons. One of the reason is that I have studied from a university. I have done my bachelor's from a university who was focused just on women empowerment. People all over the globe run behind acads. People over the globe run behind holistic development. But I studied from a university who just wanted empowerment of women, and hence women empowerment is something which was there within me from the time I joined this university called as SNDT Women's University. The whole focus, the sole focus is women empowerment. So congratulations once again for doing a tremendous job on focusing how essential it is for all of us to give a chance for empowerment, for development of women. So in 2020, this is the year, that was the year, last year, it just went by 15 days ago. In a heat of the moment, in the blink of an eye, it just went by. But it did teach us a lot of learning experience for all of us. 2020 was a year full of roller coaster ride for everyone across the globe. And it has so much of important takeaways to learn from 2020. One of the most important takeaway which I came across was health. One of the most important priorities for all over the globe was health, be it mental health or be it physical health. And I am excited to see that Amra Foundation has also taken an opportunity to provide support to people, support to women in terms of mental health. Providing emotional support, mental support is not that easy, but you have been doing that. Kudos to you. So, if at all, at any point of time, any woman who needs help can definitely approach Amra Foundation without any hesitation. Here is a toll free helpline number, which is just simply dial 1800 833 2300, and you will be done. You will have the right platform to seek help. And mental health is something which I did feel that in country like India, it has been considered as a taboo. It had been considered as something which people usually did not focus on. But I'm glad to see that people are coming up. I'm glad to see that people are taking initiative in terms of mental health. I am glad to see that people are speaking about mental health. She speaks, he speaks, he's about the gender. People are finally starting to talk about mental health. And before moving forward to a quick introduction of what I am doing right now, since it's a Friday, since it's a fearless Friday, since it's a Friday for all who are just waiting for weekends, I would want all of us to do a small activity in just 5 minutes. Let's just do deep breathing for 5 minutes and then move forward with me sharing my journey and me sharing my introduction about what am I doing right now. So I will be playing the music for 5 minutes. All I want you all to do is just deep breathe for 5 minutes and let's release the tension from our body, from our mind, and move towards the gateway of the weekend, which is much more positive for us. So I'll be doing it now. Let's just do it. I hope you all enjoyed the music which was played just for 4 minutes, just for 5 minutes. It was indeed a music which releases all your tensions, which refreshes you, which makes you feel positive about a lot of things. So I have been consistently practicing meditation on this music specifically whenever I feel tensed or whenever I feel stressed out. So coming back to my introduction about what am I doing right now, and just to give a quick introduction, I am a psychological consultant for Accenture, which is a global IT company, and I am based in Bangalore. I have been predominantly dealing with mental health issues of the employees from the past 1 year in Accenture, and to support my helping hand to people after COVID, I have been freelancing counseling and supporting people affected with COVID, supporting people in a lot of different numerous ways who has been affected emotionally as well as mentally. And apart from being a psychologist, I'm proudly a global writer. I'm a graphologist. I'm a graphologist by hobby. I analyze handwritings and decipher personality traits of people, whoever comes to me, apart from which I am also a couple therapist and predominantly deal with issues of couples. So this is my quick introduction of what am I doing right now in the moment. And I am obliged that Aambra Foundation has also given me an opportunity to share my own journey of my personal development, share my own journey towards my career. Mental health. This is a very commonly used term nowadays by everyone across the world. Mental health. We need to give focus on our mental health. We need to give attention towards our mental health. Without mental health, there's no physical health. We have been prioritizing this, and I'm glad to see that people are prioritizing. People, I have started giving indeed recognition, utmost recognition to mental health. We have been talking about physical health from a lot of times, but people weren't talking about mental health. So 2020 indeed gave us a platform for self-realization in terms of mental health as well. So, why am I talking about mental health is because of my own personal experiences I have encountered as a person as well as a professional in my entire journey. So, let me share one of the incidences which has happened to me in my childhood. When I was an 8-year-old child who was going to school, I was a typical introvert. I was an introverted girl who wasn't comfortable to speak a lot around people. I was a person who used to feel that it's okay not to talk to people. My introversion was to such an extent that my fellow mates in the school, as well as my teachers, used to feel that I'm mute. I don't know to speak. I'm dumb. I am deaf and dumb. Maybe people assume that just because I never spoke, just because I had that hesitation to speak. These bullying started happening on a very frequent basis that people used to laugh on me that, oh, Nikita doesn't know to speak, Nikita doesn't know to communicate. And this, as and when the time progressed, it started affecting me somewhere. I was being more aversive towards going to school. And that's wherein I realized how important mental health is. That's wherein I recognize the importance of mental health, that it's important to have good support in life. So, just to give again a quick introduction, I come from a background when my parents, my mom, and my grandmom have pursued their academic careers in psychology. So, I had that inherent instinct of recognizing the importance of mental health or identifying the importance of mental health from beginning throughout the childhood. And when I had to go through this bullying behavior from a lot of people across me who didn't give me support, who could have supported me rather, didn't give me support because there's nothing to blame. There was a taboo for mental health, and they found it that, okay, this is normal, bullying is normal. And hence, I started lacking support, and which eventually lowered my morale down, which lowered my confidence down, and that's how I became aversive. But in this dark world, I also had a support from my family members. I had support from good bit of friends who eventually realized the potential in me. And as and when I started growing up, when I started becoming more mature enough towards life, I did realize that I have to work on it. Being introvert is not bad, but not communicating at all was something which was detrimental for my own development. And eventually, when I started growing up, I started working on it. I started talking to people, which boosted a little bit confidence in me. And this is how was my school life. And apart from bullying about my non-communicative behavior, I was also bullied in another sense as well, that I don't have a good physique, I don't have a good health, I don't have a good skin. I am brown, I am black. These were the comments which initially started with me. There were a lot of tantrums for me in my receiving end. Nevertheless, I did not take it negatively. It was all positive for me. I started taking in a way that, okay, if people are taking chances to criticize me, I have to take chance to prove myself. I finally scored my 10th standard and moved ahead. In my capability, whatever was fair, I scored good enough. I proved to the people that, okay, I'm not bad. I am good in academics. I can do well. Eventually, I scored a good bit of 82% in 10th, and I decided to choose my career in arts again. In India, if you come and talk about career in arts predominantly, there will be other lot of criticisms which will come in picture. People started actually asking me, arts लेके क्या करेगी? आर्ट्स में क्या स्कोप है? साइकोलॉजी लेके क्या करेगी? पागलों को ट्रीट करेगी? क्या करना क्या है? You're good for nothing. This was again something which affected me emotionally. Ki whatever I am doing in life, people are just there to lower my confidence, or people are just there to lower my morale, or people are just pulling my legs down. But the only predominant characteristic which I had within me was never settling attitude. And it is still there. So, this never settling attitude boosted my confidence to do something to prove myself again. I ignored all the tantrums and I moved ahead and did something for my own. I chose psychology as my career. I'm here. I'm doing something for my own good. I'm doing something for people's good. I'm doing something for the society which will benefit out of my career. So, when I entered my college life, there was again a lot of tantrums which started happening because even though I progressed, I was still a bit of introvert. People again started taunting me. Oh, you cannot do anything. Are you even capable enough to speak? You will just go to the stage and say blah blah blah. You don't have anything else to say. This is what started happening. And one fine day, I became so low that I went ahead and spoke to my parents about it. They started supporting me in every way possible to boost my confidence. I eventually started getting a good bit of friends in my college life who saw potential in me and boosted my confidence to such an extent that that I never saw back. I never saw people who tried to pull me down. I always saw people who tried to support me. My confidence boosted. I pursued my bachelor's. I finished my bachelor's and moved to Bangalore. In this process of being an introvert, there was one supervisor I recollect who saw a potential in me towards writing. I randomly one fine day participated in one of the activities for writing and I won. The supervisor who judged my writing identified that I have a lot of potential and I should go forward with writing as a hobby or whatever I want to do. So, as and whenever competitions used to happen, she used to motivate me to take part in it and let's see what the outcome is. So, eventually, as and when I started taking part in writing activities, I used to win. Starting from regional level to now, I am on a global level. Recently, in this COVID, I have ranked 11th in the world for my writings globally, which is a big deal. Which is a big deal for me. I really thank my supervisor and fellow mates who saw a potential in me in my entire journey of being affected a lot of times by people's tantrums, people's bullying, my low confidence, but still they did it. It was not an easy job. I'm proud that I'm a writer. I'm proud that I can vent out my emotions in the form of writing. I became so dedicated towards life that I started being updated on a lot of things. I became open to diversity. I started doing a lot of hobbies which were not very suitable for me, but I still did it because I had interest in it. I have done a lot of certificate courses and diploma courses which has updated my knowledge. Till date, I have 35 diploma courses done in subfields of psychology, which has made me updated at the age of 24. I can say that I am a youth expert in the field of mental health. At the age of 24, gaining this knowledge, gaining this degree, gaining this success was not easy. When I completed my master's, I had to choose a job. Again, there was an obstacle which came into the picture कि इंडिया में कोई स्कोप नहीं है इंडिया में साइकोलॉजी तू स्कूल में जाके काउंसलिंग करेगी तू स्कूल में या तू एनजीओ में जाके ये करेगी तू पागलों को ट्रीट करेगी again these obstacles started coming. Yes, I indeed agree to the fact that there are a lot of limited opportunities in terms of psychology in India, but I found my way out. I kept on exploring, exploring, exploring. I began my journey with school, switched to another school, switched to one of a good company in Bangalore itself, and now I'm here. I am working in Accenture from past 1 year. I had a lot of instabilities while working. In 1 year, I've switched 3 jobs, and this is I am here. People say that, oh, lack of inconsistency, lack of stability in jobs, तुझे job कैसे मिलेगा? But I did it. This is my fourth job, and I'm proudly saying that because I explored what I wanted to do. And in this process of exploring, I'm successfully working in Accenture from the past 1 year, and I've been proudly dealing with all of these issues. And then in this process, thanks to COVID, this year was a lot of self realization. I did realize the fact that, okay, खाली काम करके काम नहीं होने वाला. I have to do a lot. So I somehow decided that I'll move forward with my higher education. I want to do doctoral degree. My dream is to pursue doctoral degree. And then I decided कि चलो ठीक है. United States is a country जहाँ पे PhD is more about quality studies, and I decided कि okay, let's take a chance and apply to United States for my PhD. देखते हैं क्या होता है. And I am here on an extent. I am here in a position that and I'm getting a good bit of admits from a lot of universities, and I'm yet to finalize where am I going. I'm yet to finalize and yet to choose where to go. So this is how my career was all about a lot of obstacles which I came across in terms of why should I choose psychology? Why should I do this? Why should I do that? There was a lot of interference. But there's one key which I would like to share with all of you. Having good support in your life is very important. Be it family support, be it your friends' ka support, be it any kind of support for your own development is very important. I personally had to suffer because of bullying. I had to personally go through a lot of mental tantrums, mental health turmoil, which made me realize the fact that if you don't have support, it is difficult on your part to take help. It is difficult on your part to work on it. I have achieved a lot. I would say personally that I am on a level of continuum where I can identify myself as someone who has been an expert in the field of psychology in such a young age, and getting a tag of being a global writer and getting a tag of being a successful psychologist at the moment is a very proud moment to me. So, over here, the most important takeaway and message I would like all of you who are present here is to never give up on what you want. Life is going to be ups and downs, it's not going to be straight. There will be a lot of bumpy roads which will come across you. There will be a lot of obstacles which you don't want to face will come across you. But if you have never settling attitude in your life, if you have that tendency of never giving up on your passions, your dreams, you are far away. You're going to achieve success. You're going to achieve whatever you want in life. There's just one quick suggestion that never give up. Be passionate about what you want, irrespective of you are in whatever field you want to be. It's just not about psychology. This is my journey because it wasn't easy. Obstacles is never easy. Challenges are never easy. But if you have determination to do a lot of things, if you have determination to achieve things, you will be able to do it. And I'm proud I'm here. I'm proud I'm doing this. And I'm proud for whatever I am at the moment. And last but not the least, again, when talking about women empowerment, I have also been predominantly focusing on that I've been providing freelancing counselings for women as well. I know that 2020 has been hard for women. I will not deny the fact that men has been facing a lot of mental health issues too, but women have been doing it too. We need to maintain work life balance. We need to do a lot of things to hold on to the society. We have been doing other things since the past 1 year, which is not easy, which is not easy for a woman, which is not easy to handle these unpredictable moments. So I have been personally focusing on women empowerment too. So if at all I get the chance to do something in future again, my sole focus will be women empowerment. I would want all of women, all of the women across India, across the globe to come to live with yourself, to live yourself, to live at the moment, to achieve whatever you want, to be successful in your life. Yes, this is again the most important takeaway which I have learned being a woman. It is not easy. You will come across a lot of things. You will come across things which you never wanted to hear, but you're doing it. So, this is the ending which I would definitely want to do. And again, apart from all of this, I have also been mentoring students who want to go abroad, especially psychology students who are not aware about what they want to do, even if they want to do, even if they want to go abroad. What is the procedure? What is the protocols? What is the process? I have been mentoring students. So if at all you guys have any doubts in regards to field of mental health, in regards to abroad, in regards to anything else, you can feel free to question me whatever you want, and to provide you with directions in regards to whatever you want to do in life in terms of psychology. I have been mentoring. I have been mentoring since 1 year now. So feel free to question me, feel free to ask me whatever you want. Be it job, be it your personal life, or be it studying abroad. Please do that. Do not hesitate to get back to me. So if at all you guys have any questions in regards to anything, you can feel free to ask me at this point of time. We have 5 minutes. We can definitely talk on it. And once again, I'm obliged to be on this platform talking about my journey altogether.